to eat. I ain't eaten in 8 weeks, and my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweet. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. Send you up to Christ if you cross me, you act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Big grade and ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't face me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and this one features Marlon Humphrey. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Browns and the Ravens, and it comes your way next.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play, Watson to the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Here's Watson, option left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this to Bell.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Watson. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Pass at 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns 1st down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. His throw incomplete. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. And they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
1st down, Cleveland.
Watson looks to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, move!
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To about the 35, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Watson now to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Watson. Again, he finds Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chubb will get the call running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and 4?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
2nd down and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That is incomplete. So we come upon half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. A nice little juke. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Watson on 1st down. Caught here by Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and a couple.
At the Ravens' 44-yard line.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football. not easily done.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Throwing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now here come the Ravens. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
No, we changed it. Hey.
Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. To throw is Watson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw, Watson. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
13. Middle.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Change it. What a shot. 180. What a shot.
To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 40 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Here's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now it's Watson. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
No, we changed it. Ready? Shot. Hey, hey. Just take it to him.
Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Ozzy, sit up. Go ahead.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they can't bring him down. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Devin Duvernay. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six, escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On second down, here's Jackson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
And
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they